Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. Today is July 30. It's about 7:30 p.m. Eastern here in US. I want to bring you an update for Bitcoin. Today in this video I want to cover the weekly chart for the Bitcoin and talk about longer term perspective rather than next week, next couple of weeks. In the weekly chart, it usually when I'm covering weekly charts, I'm covering more of a longer term perspective for next 6 months, 8 months, and that's the perspective that I'm looking into when I'm covering weekly charts. Okay, so in this video, usually when I do the charts, I usually do the daily ones. In this video, we will cover the weekly. Okay, so let's get it started. Bitcoin right now is trading at 8,168. So the last video that I made on Bitcoin, I was talking about as long we stay over this pink trend line, and I'm gonna make this trend line a different color. Let's make this green. Okay, so if you see, actually I don't like it green. Let's change that. Okay, let's make it. Okay, let's just keep it blue. I'm just gonna make it a little bit more thicker. How about that? All right. So in the previous video, I talked about as long we stay over this pink trend line right here, the support line, I will remain bullish in Bitcoin. Alright, so so far what happened today is we actually came right almost to the dot on that pink line, on the pink support line, and then we bounced back. So that's a good sign that we are getting a support from that trend line and we are bouncing back from that. So what we need is a follow through going into this rest Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We need to have a nice follow through, and we need to clear this 8,300, 8,400 level. Now the 8,300 and 400 level will be intermediate resistance because we have this 50-day moving average which is coming up, and previously it was acting as a support, so now it will act as a resistance. So keep an eye on that 8,300, 8,400 level. That will act as a resistance going up. Alright, as far as the longer term perspective for Bitcoin, if you look at the weekly chart, we had a really nice, I covered this inverse head and shoulder pattern in the daily chart that we saw in month of June and early July. So we got out of that pretty strong. The volume was declining on this when we were trying to make that newer low, and now what I'm seeing is the volume is coming back again in the market. So hopefully this trend actually continues in the month of August and September. As far as the longer term perspective, as far as the December time frame goes, I won't be surprised if we can take this 10,000 level by the December time frame, as long if we stay over this support line. Okay, again, by December I won't be surprised if we can take out this 10,000 mark, as long as we stay over this support line, this pink. Let me just make it a little bit longer. This pink support line by December. So usually I have mentioned it in previous videos. Usually the month of August, September have a good volume in crypto market. So I'm expecting a similar pattern going into this month of August, where we should see some decent volume and new investors should be getting into the market. All right. The key is you want to make sure that you're not going all in. You see this kind of pull right now. We are seeing on average we are seeing 5-6% pullback in the market right now. So again, the one thing that I have always said is don't get too excited on either side. Either if you're on the downside or either you're on the upside. Make sure you are you're keeping your emotions in check. Don't trade with emotions. Trade with what is in front of you. So when we are coming to that upper range, when we are coming to that top of that range, I was saying that we might see a a small term pullback, and we are seeing that in last couple of days. So that's what I was saying. And so the pullbacks are healthy. You know, it's nothing bad about pullback. You need a pullback in order to, you know, consolidate, in order to, like, you know, have a second push up. Right. So as long as it stays over the key support levels, I am happy with the trading action that is going on in the Bitcoin right now. And for going into December, if we stay over this level, we can easily take out this 10,000 level and perhaps make that run toward 11,700. Now 11,700 will be a very drastic resistance point in Bitcoin. All right, let's see if we can. We have to reevaluate the market on after that 10,000 break. Okay, so I don't want to make, you know, irrational calls right now where I'm saying, okay, Bitcoin is gonna go to 20,000 or like 25,000 by the year end, by December. No, I wanna like see how it's trading right now. How are we breaking those, you know, the resistance point around 10,000, and then I want to reevaluate, like, you know, how don't get, like, you know, too you know, blind spotted by, like, you know, I see a lot of guys on YouTube, even on like TV, making like a bold call, like Bitcoin's gonna be 25,000 by the year end, this and that. I mean, it might, you know, who knows. But you have to evaluate the situation when the time comes. It's not the right time right now to evaluate on what basis they are saying it's going to be 25,000. The chart definitely doesn't tell you right now it's going to be 25,000. Okay, it very well might be, but we need to take out the intermediate resistance in order to have that run. We need to have this, you know, we need to take out that 10,000 mark. We need to take out that 11,700 mark. Then we can talk about those, you know, 20,000 levels. Until then, you know, you take what is in front of you. Don't try to, like, you know, over jump or, like, you know, look too much down the road. You know, try to see what is in ahead of you rather than, like, you know, seeing it in like what is ahead, like 10-15 miles of you. So hopefully I'm making some sense and trying to like explain my thinking pattern behind it. So for short term, we need to take out this 8,300, 8,400 level that can clear the way toward that 10,000 mark, and then we have to reevaluate how, at what point we are taking that 10,000 mark. How is the volume looking? What is the, like, you know, overall news in the market? There's a lot of external factors as well. It's not just like plain simple that, hey, Bitcoin is going to go to 25,000 by the year end. If it's that simple, then everyone will just, you know, take money out of their house and just throw it on the crypto market. It's not that simple. So make sure you're not trying to oversimplify things. So you have to take a smaller picture, and then you have to, like, you know, try to analyze those things. Let's look at the news real quick. So I was just, like, you know, glancing through news, just trying to see if there is anything that really strikes as a red flag, and I should be, like, you know, worrying about that. Usually that is related to some government regulations, you know, some like hack and the in the exchange and all those. But I don't see anything that is any major red flag as far as, like, you know, something that you should be concerned about as, hey, this is the end of the line and, you know, you should be running away, you should be running for the hills. I don't see that. I don't see that right now. Okay, so so far so good, and, like, you know, as I said, as long we stay over this pink support line in Bitcoin, we are good, and that will pave the way toward 10,000 mark for Bitcoin. For intermediate, 8,300, 8,400 will be the resistance, and then we have to take out that 10,000 level. Probably is going to happen probably like sometime in August, maybe later in August, but we need to see what kind of volume we are getting in month of August. I'm expecting a nice decent uptick in the volume for month of August, so let's see if we can follow through, and hopefully, you know, that will give us some more clues. All right, So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. If this videos are helping you with your trading, then please make sure you give me thumbs up, post a comment, share with your friends and family, share the channel, let your friends and family know about it, and hopefully whatever you're learning, you're passing on to your circle, within your circle, so they can learn about crypto market, they can learn about investing as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Talk to you soon.